Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here, and welcome to another episode of Wizard Watch, the weekly show where we break down the top moments from this week's episode of Monday Night Raw. Now before we get into the juicy stuff, as always, it's very much appreciated if you like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. So let's get to it. Now to say that this week's episode of Raw was a banger would be a slight understatement. There were top moments galore. Truth be told, I don't even know where to start. So for pure nostalgia vibes, I've got to go out the gate with the return of John Cena. John Cena back on Raw, and an emotional John Cena as well. You can see how much WWE means to John Cena and his connection with the fans. And even better, we got the confrontation that we wanted between Austin Theory and John Cena, going back and forth. Austin Theory mocking John Cena, and of course this all set up the WrestleMania match. So it's been confirmed now. John Cena is taking on Austin Theory for the United States title on the grandest stage of them all. And if you think of the United States Championship, you think of John Cena, don't you? And how he made that title with all his open challenges that he did throughout the years. And so things coming full circle. Amazing to see John Cena putting over this younger talent as well, which I'm sure he will. And it's mad to think, and I certainly feel like a dinosaur when I say this, that through following John Cena's whole career to seeing him now putting over young talent is such a breath of fresh air. Is that hearts that I can hear breaking all over the world because Jey Uso made his decision? He super kicked Sami Zayn, all after making us believe that he'd sided with Sami Zayn. But he's made his bed now. He's got to lie in it. Shots are fired, super kick delivered. Blood is thicker than water after all, and he sided with Jimmy and the Bloodline. Now you got to think inevitably, once Kevin Owens gets over this Sami Zayn situation, that he's going to side with his best friend. They're going to become besties again and take on the Usos on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania, where the payoff surely is for Sami and Kev to win the belts and become the new undisputed tag champions. And then we can move on, and then maybe, just maybe, the Bloodline starts to slowly disintegrate throughout the months. Next up, we got a brief backstage segment from Bobby Lashley. We didn't get Bray Wyatt on Raw, but we kind of can't expect that because Bray Wyatt is a SmackDown superstar. But the fact we're getting segments related to Bray Wyatt on Raw is a good thing because it's progressing the storyline nicely. And in a nutshell, Bobby Lashley basically said that Bray Wyatt is not a man and called him out, and basically feels that he's avoiding him. Of course, all through this, we see this a lot, the Bray Wyatt logo in the background of the Bobby Lashley promo. So we know that Bray Wyatt is listening, we know that Bray Wyatt is watching, and if you think about this logistically, right, Bray Wyatt is seemingly taking on Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania, right? And you've got to think, to take on a superstar of that magnitude, you're going to want to bring out your ace card, your ultimate force, a guy that isn't a man, he's a monster, the Fiend. And surely the fact that Alexa Bliss has gone missing, we haven't seen her since the Royal Rumble, that things are going to end up coming full circle at WrestleMania and this paying off in a big way. Now obviously I'm a massive Bray Wyatt fan, huge Bray Wyatt fan, but I truly believe this must pay off big time at WrestleMania, whatever it may be. And more answers sort of given with the whole Uncle Howdy situation. Now I have got a video coming out on Thursday. It's a theory video breaking down the whole Uncle Howdy situation and hopefully making things a little bit clearer for us fans. So stay tuned for that. Next up, we got to talk about the Seth Rollins Logan Paul interaction on Raw. Now, this was electric. This was fire. And if you just watched this segment on Raw, you wouldn't have been disappointed with the rest of it because it truly delivered. It was a great back and forth between the two of them. But ultimately, Logan Paul standing tall, getting a bit of a cheap shot in there. Of course, reciprocating the bye-bye bitch to Seth Rollins. I'm really looking forward, to be honest with you, to this matchup between the two of them at WrestleMania, where as good as Logan Paul is, for me, Seth Rollins has to go over Logan Paul on the grandest stage of them all. Just because, really, Seth Rollins has been the ultimate gatekeeper in WWE. And he just continues to deliver and deliver top-tier product. Next up, we saw Edge cost Finn Balor and cost him a matchup against Johnny Gargano. Massive win for Johnny Gargano, by the way, and they're definitely booking him more seriously. Obviously, he had a great showing at the Elimination Chamber, so hopefully he goes on to bigger and better things moving forward and gets away from this more comedic role. It was also confirmed on Raw that we're now going to get at WrestleMania a 6-woman tag match between Damage Control, Trish, Lita, and Becky Lynch. Trish Stratus out of retirement, looks like $1 million by the way. Now you got to think that Damage Control are going to go over here. The Damage Control have to go over here. And do you get a feeling that Trish Stratus might swerve us and turn potentially on Lita, her best friend Lita, and Becky, because she's a bit jealous of those two as besties with the tag team titles? Maybe. Or maybe I'm just reaching, but again, we'll have to wait and see. One little side mention, I did enjoy the fact on Raw that we got Asuka spit the blue mist in Chelsea Green's face. Now, Chelsea Green is playing her Karen role so well. And I actually think, weirdly, her and Carmella would be a great tag team as well. So maybe WWE are going down that route, two sort of bitches together in a tag team. It kind of works, I think, down the line. So yeah, shape it up nicely for WrestleMania. As always, thank you so much for watching the video. Be really appreciative if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. And we'll catch you in the next one.